Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, where today I'm going to be taking a look at my late father's Black Decker BD405R cordless rechargeable drill driver, and that'll be this little fellow right here. Now, he will have bought this back in 1985. I don't know how much it would have cost him, but for some reason or another, and I could be greatly mistaken here, but £25 springs to mind. Don't know. But yeah, 1985 he purchased this little fellow here. Yeah, I got it a few years back from stuff that my mother gave me that was his. And well, let's get it out of the package and have a look, shall we, guys? As you can see, it's still in its original box. What have we got in here then? Well, we've got what's left of the screwdriver bit set that would have come with it by the looks of things. He's used all those up and lost them. We have still got the original instructions too, telling you all about it and how to use it. So he's still got those. It comes with a charger, which he has written screwdriver on there. I don't know how many other tools he's got would use a similar thing to that, but yeah, he's written that on there. And here is the drill itself. So, as I say, this came to me a few years ago from my mother. At the time, it hadn't been used in decades, probably about 20 or 30 years, maybe, I don't know how long, but it was kind of very stiff here, and it's still quite stiff going on just there. This has appeared on my Instagram channel, so I've charged it a little bit. Let's have a look. As you can hear, it sounds quite noisy and slightly laboured, and you can actually take it apart. Look, there's about 4 or 5 screws to come out here. We can take it apart and have a look inside, so I think we'd better do that later on. But as you can see, it comes in its own little chuck key, keeper just there. I think it takes about 3/8 or 10 mil. Yeah, 1 to 10 mil. What looks of it on here, 1 to 10 mil or 3/8 of an inch, something like that. Drill sizes. So it's only a very small chuck. Yeah, it's not too bad to hold. This is where you plug it in. Got a little adapter there, just fits in snaps in there like so. And obviously this end we plug into a 13 amp socket. It says in the instructions when you first get it, you're going to need to charge it for about 24 hours. And thereafter, when you want to use it, about 16-hour charge should do it. As I say, I mean, I've had this, I hadn't read the instructions, you know what it's like. And I just put it on for a couple of hours and it didn't run for very long. But yeah, I'd love to put it on charge for 16 hours. But yeah, an interesting little drill. It might be that there might be some grease in the gearbox in here that might have gone a bit solid over the decades. So I think what we'll have to do is probably take it down to the workshop and get it apart. Oh. Okay, so here we are in the workshop with the old BD405R, 400 RPM. That's the maximum it'll do by the looks of things. And as I say, we do actually have 5 posi drive screws in here by the looks of it. And we've also got a let's take this out for a moment. Got a little collar going on right here. So I don't know how that comes off, whether we're going to have to take the chuck off to get this apart. I don't know, we'll have to have a look. Let's see if we can find ourselves a posi drive screwdriver first. And that will be this fellow right here then. Okay, see what happens then. Okay. Do you know what I think would help here, guys? one of these fellas. We'll pop it into the chuck, tighten it up, and away we go. Okay, well, it feels like this one here, this particular screw here, doesn't actually want to come out at all. It's just going round and round and round. Let's try this one here. No, this one's coming out. There we go. So we've got that one out. Let's try some of the others then. Yep, that one's come out too. You do realise, of course, guys, by taking this apart, we are actually potentially ruining the warranty on this drill here. Don't tell Black Decker though. That doesn't want to come out. Okay. Yep, it just leaves this one here, which is going to be a problem because it doesn't even want to come out. Well, that screw is still in there. I don't know if you can see that, but the screw is still in there. But it looks like it's trying to come apart. So I think what we'll have to do is just try and pry it apart a little bit and see if we can't get that screw to come out under a bit of pressure. I'm not sure how this is fitted on here though, this collar. That could prove to be a bit problematic. Yeah. Okay. We can just spring it apart a little bit. Oops. Apply a little bit of leverage. Is it coming out though? That's the question. Don't think it is. Okay, so the collar looks like it might just pop off, in theory. Possibly. There we go. So we might have to take the chuck off to get that off, to be honest with you. But let's see if we can try and extract that screw. That's going to be the main problem for the moment. We're beginning to see batteries in here, look guys. You can see the batteries in there. That bloody screw is going to be a pain in the arse to get out though. There's always one, isn't there? Gadzooks. Ugh. I don't think there's much chance of getting the chuck off of there. I've got the screw out in the end. Right, there we go. So, can we get the chuck off? Yes, we can. Here it comes. Chuck off, collar off. So hopefully this should help me get it apart now, guys. Hopefully, in theory, possibly, maybe. I don't know what's under here though. There might be a screw under here, I'm not sure. No, it's not holding it, that screw. Right in. I'm still trying to get this bloody screw out of here. Ah, there we go. Right, we got it. Very carefully, take the top cover off. Oh yeah, wow. There we go. There's inside of the cover. And we've got nickel cadmium batteries here, look, a little stack of them in the handle. It's interesting. Try not to get it all fall apart. Yeah, so what's happening with the grease here then, guys? Blimey, look at that. Oh my word, no wonder it's not working properly. Look at that. How stiff the grease is. Sorry, there we go. Look how stiff the grease is, look guys. It's as thick as you like. It's like bloody... Does anybody remember plasticine? It's like plasticine. So we'll have to get that out of there. Look at it. Okay, so before we take these gears out of here, let's get a photograph so we know the configuration when we put it all back together again. Right, let's have a go. See how it comes apart, if at all. Okay. Blimey, not as easy as I thought then. Okay, here we go then. I've managed to loosen it. There we go. The gearbox and motor. Yuck! Look at that. Looks like glue more than grease. Holy moly. God. Okay, so unfortunately in my meddling, I seem to have broken the contacts off the back of the battery here. No! Oh well, I'm sure I can fix that up later on. Give it a go. Perhaps I can solder it back on again, hopefully. We'll give it a try later on. Try not to break the other end off now. How do we get this apart then? Oh no. Let's pull these little bits off. There we go. Right in. Let's move that out of the way. Now we can concentrate on this bit here now then, guys. Can we get it apart? Oh, hang on. Not very easily, by the looks of things. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's coming apart. Well, this here is seriously caked in old grease. God, you can barely get it apart. Oh, there we go. There's that bit. Blimey, it's going to take some serious cleaning up. This is. Mustn't lose that little washer there, though. Blimey. What else can we get off of here, then? Wow. No wonder you don't want to run. Stiff as you like. So we get that little gear out of there. Come out. Does that want to come off there? Probably not. No, we'll leave that one on there then, I think. Yeah, I think we'll leave that together there. Okay, let's try and get some of this grease off of here. Not only would you not believe how thick this stuff is, the stench. It smells absolutely horrendous, this stuff does. It's like it's gone rotten or something. God, it smells awful, really. Not very nice at all. Well, the little pinion feels a bit freer now. I can't get it all off, but it's really thick and horrible stuff. It's nasty. Very nasty stuff. Right, and I think we better turn our attention to this lot here now, so we can clean this lot up. Yuck. Okay, so here's my no-nonsense heavy-duty degreaser. This stuff in here is neat, so we'll chuck it in and see what happens. See if it fetches it off. I hope so, because this stuff is like, it's horrible. God knows I'm going to get in there and clean that off. Where's my brush? Good Lord. Well, I think it's doing something because it's starting to go all milky now, look. Right, so I cleaned the gears up as best I can anyway. Got all the old grease off of them. This bit here. These bits run a bit smoother now. That's better. Get some proper grease on those in a little while. Still got the little washers, haven't lost those yet. There's some little washers over here that go with it all. So hopefully I'm not going to lose those. There's one. And I've done the best I can with cleaning this up. That's a bit of a bloody mess still, but it's difficult to get to. The only problem now is, how on earth am I going to get all this lot out of the body here? I think I'm going to start with the easy bit first. God, souks. It's worse than chewing gum. Well, I'm going to say that's the best I can do, because it's horrible stuff. It's like bloody chewing gum, it is. Might have to clean the bodywork up a bit. It's a bit horrible, isn't it? Get around to that later on though. Oh my god, we've got a couple of gallons here. Look at that. How the hell am I going to get that out? God, flipping it. Yep. And check out this chunk I just got out of here. Dear Lord. Okay guys, so I've had to resort to using my other camera because my new camera's battery's gone right low. I've cleaned it as best as I can, as you can see here. This stuff's just, it's impossible to get out. But the next problem I've got to solve is I've broken the terminal off the battery here, so I'm going to have to try and solder it on best as I can. Well, it looks like I might have got it on there. Looking rather promising. Alright, we'll leave it at that then. Okay, so I've decided to use some of this ancient Retnax A grease because it's lithium based grease apparently, so I'm going to use this to reassemble the gearbox. Right, so we can get some grease onto the relevant parts then. Hopefully this will be better than what was originally on there. Get some grease around this pinion just here. The question is now, can we remember how it all went together? Let's hope so. I think I've got a photograph somewhere if I need to refer to it. It goes on there, hopefully. Engages that little green pinion right there. Right, so what about these two bits then? Obviously go like so. Get a bit of a grease going on the shaft just here. Pop it in there, I think that's the way it went. How did this go together? Maybe, was it like this? I think that went in there. That went on there. And now we're... what? Oh dear. Something's missing, guys. What is it? Uh-oh. That ain't right, is it? Okay, there was another gear in the cleaning fluid right at the bottom, and I'd sort of missed it. So that could be it then. So that obviously goes on somehow or another. How the hell did that one go on then? Can't remember. Did it go on there? I think it probably did. Yeah, I think it goes on there like so then. Right, so we get some grease on that as well then, guys. I better go back on again. Little washer. Right, let's try and assemble this gear onto there again. Obviously goes like so, I would have thought, and like so. Hopefully. Oh no, oh there we go. Right. There we go then. I think we've got it sorted now, guys. Got to get some grease onto it. Right, and can we get it back together again? I've got some connections to put on down here. Oh Lord. See if we can get that put back on to the terminal. Can we... oh no. I'll keep hold of it. Okay. That's that one back on. What about this one? Yep, good. It's all loaded back into where it should be, in theory. Okay, look at that. Now will it run? Oh, as I was saying, will it run? Yep, and it's chucking grease all over the place too, so that's a good sign. Right, let's see if we can get the two mating halves back on together. Hopefully. Oh yeah. There we go, just got a bit of grease on the top there. There's grease all over the place actually. Right, so we know that this screw here, hang on, this screw here is doing next to nothing, I do believe. So we'll chuck some other ones back in their holes. And the final screw. Right in. Oh. Chuck the collar back on again. There we go, and we can get the chuck on. Alrighty then, so there's the old drill. Sounding a lot better. I think we'll just have to clean up the body a little bit, and we'll put it on charge for a few hours and see what we can do with it. Well, that looks a lot nicer now. Okay then, here's the charger. Let's get it plugged in. Nope, just about make it in there. Look, blimey. Next to that plug, right in. And hopefully it should be charging it then. Okay, so I've left the old drill for a whole week. It's been sat up here in my studio. It had about 2 or 3 hours charge last Sunday. Let's have a look. And it's still got a fair amount of charge in it by the looks of it. It's still working rather well. So yeah. So, and of course now look, it's quite easy to turn the chuck by hand now, which it wasn't before. So it seems to have hopefully I've sorted it out. So I'm hoping I'll be able to make use of this in the future. Very useful. Like the sound of that then, it's quite good. Okay then, so it looks like hopefully I've brought the old drill back to life again. Cleaned the body up, as you can see, so it's a lot cleaner. And so my late father would have bought this in about 1985 time. How often he used it I really don't know. But it looks like it works again. What I think I'll do is I'll pop it on charge for the required 16 hours and then I'll do a proper review of it. So see what it'll, you know, how well it works, drilling holes and putting screws in and what have you. I'd say, yeah, I'm hoping to be able to make use of this in the near future then, guys. Alright, well, thanks for popping over to Rathbone Manor and taking a look at the old Black Decker BD405. As you can see there, that's the model number from about 1985, I think. That's when Pops would have picked it up. I say it was, as you saw, it was completely seized up. The grease had gone like glue, and yeah, now we've got it back into working condition again. So you can keep an eye out on the channel for a review of this little fellow in the very near future. See if it still works, and hopefully I can make some use of it. Alrighty guys, well thanks for popping over, thanks for taking a look, and I will catch you later.
Ruff, ruff.